I know I'm late to the party, okay? But the way I do my videos, I have to put this out the next day. Yes, it is true. Out with the men, in with the women. Prime Video announces all-female directing team for The Lord of the Rings of Power Season 2. There are some funny parts about this. Some actually very funny parts about all this. Let's get into this article from Bounding Into Comics. Bounding, thank you. Every so often, well, most of the time Bounding does some great work. Have some criticisms here or there. Thank you for this. Amazon Studios and Prime Video announced an all-female directing team for the upcoming second season of The Lord of the Rings of Power. It is 100% an all-female directing team. There is not any shadow of a doubt that it's 100% all-female. They straight up fired the dudes, promoted one lady, and then continued to hire 2 new ladies that have worked on some interesting things in the past. In a press release, Amazon Studios announced that Charlotte Bronstorm, I think I'm saying that right, that was the little weird dots above the words, would return to the show alongside Sana Harmy and Louise Hopper. Hopper? Whatever. So that's these 3 ladies right here. We got our Charlotte, our Sana, and our Louise. Yes, and instead of reading all this, first, we'll come back to this as we go through, but Brandstrom, that's Charlotte, directed episodes 6 and 7 of the first season, titled Udon and the Eye. That's right, she directed 2 episodes of an 8-episode series. 2 of arguably the worst episodes. It's really hard to figure out which is the worst episode, but these 2 episodes were really bad. And Bounding has them right here. If you recall, the 6th episode featured the nonsensical eruption of Mount Doom and illogical chase sequence featuring Galadriel, Adar, and Halbrand, and the battle sequence showing the Numenors routing Adar's orcs. No, it showed the battle sequence with everybody having crappy armor and nobody actually stabbing anybody. Remember, they always cut away seemingly when they needed a stab. They had the horrible battle scene, the walls, no walls, the destruction of a tower for no apparent reason. Horrible moments, all that. You remember that episode, right? Yeah, she directed that episode, along with the 7th episode, The Aftermath. The surviving the explosion, the going around everything, surviving the explosion, the Cheeto dust scene, moments. The 7th episode was a slow and meandering one that followed the survivors of the eruption as they traveled to the ocean in order to flee the destruction. Pretty much that's all that happened. Quite literally, that's all that happened. Oh, and also in these 2 episodes, you had that wonderful moment where you get what was his name? Black Elf dude. As he looks upon Galadriel and says, "Oh my god, that's the leader of the northern armies, the slayer of orcs, Galadriel." As he slowly did his business in his pants, viewing her amazingness. Yes, that. Brandstrom other credits include directing episodes of Netflix's Jupiter's Legacy, which from my understanding wasn't an awful show. Didn't really care to watch it. The Witcher, and Away. Haven't heard of it. She also previously directed episodes of Prime Video's The Man in the High Castle. Interesting take. It is what it is. As well as Outlander, romantic TV series, and Counterpart for Stars. Don't know what Counterpart is. Harmy previously worked on Fox's Empire. 1 decent season, rest of it was crap. Series, as well as an episode of the upcoming second second season of Prime Video's The Wheel of Time. The Wheel of Time's gonna be coming back. Yeah. We'll talk about The Wheel of Time again in a later video. But remember what The Wheel of Time did. This Harmy, which one's Harmy again? Harmy is yes, Sana Harmy. Oh. Yeah. She's going to be working on the second season of Wheel of Time. Remember, Wheel of Time was the prelude to Rings of Power. More or less showing you what's going to happen to Tolkien. That's what Wheel of Time is. It was the testing grounds. Harmy here, as we'll finish out this, but she has some other credits that I think we might as well point out. She also has directed episodes of Nashville. Not a bad show. It's okay. Desperate Housewives. Shameless. Decent show. Rectify. Another decent show. And Glee. All that Glee had going on was some good music. That's it. She also directed The Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants 2, Just Right, and Something New. And before you ask, well, what's that something new? That's quite literally what the name of the movie is, apparently. Something New. I know only of The Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants 2, a sequel that wasn't even as good as the first, and I never even watched either of them. I just know the sequel wasn't as good as the first. She sounds perfect for Tolkien, right? Well, she's also done. Harmy is also an acclaimed music video director and has collaborated with numerous hip-hop and R&B musicians, including Prince, Common, who the heck's Common? Lenny Kravitz, Rihanna, Justin Bieber, Snoop Dogg, Jay-Z, and Mary J. Blige. She has also won a NAACP Image Award for India Aries Little Thing. India Aries? Something. Little Things video, as well as a MTV VMA for Nicki Minaj's Super Bass. Man, she sounds acclaimed. And we'll come back to our little Louise Hooper after we get Bounding's version of everything. I think Bounding actually does a decent job, but Hooper credits include the miniseries. Couldn't speak. The miniseries Flesh and Blood. Don't even know what it is. She also worked on The Sandman, which I sat through. I haven't even watched the last episode. Sandman's also getting a season 2, apparently. I'll wait till it's actually on Netflix to say anything about, oh my god, it's getting a season 2. Until I actually see, like, pen to paper, a trailer, or anything, I ain't gonna do anything with The Sandman getting a season 2. The Witcher. Man, that's some great writing right there, right? Inside Number 9, never heard of it. And Treason, I've heard of it, don't think I've ever watched it. The press release also notes that she received a BAFTA nomination for directing Our Gay Wedding, the musical. What the heck? What? Wait, let's back this up. She gets nominated for a BAFTA. And she gets nominated... Well, she gets an NAACP award. Wow, these people sound wonderful, aren't they? They sound perfect. They just sound perfect for Tolkien. Fantastic. You know, one of them worked on the last season, doing 2 of the worst episodes, and also has worked on The Witcher. Another one has worked on The Witcher, and the other one has worked on Wheel of Time Season 2. Everything else they've done is okay. Something okay here or there, and everything else I've never even heard of. Again, we go through what they've done. Brandstrom. Let's see. Jupiter's Legacy. Got canceled after 1 season. Actually wasn't awful. The Witcher. And Away. Don't even know what Away is. Okay? Worked on Man in the High Castle. Like the show. Outlander. Counterpart. Never. Now that I'm thinking about it, I might have heard of it. Haven't actually watched it. Harmy. Fox's Empire. First season's pretty good. I'll give them that. From then on, it goes downhill. The Wheel of Time season 2, which hasn't even come out yet. And might I mind you, Wheel of Time was awful. Nashville, decent. Desperate Housewives, a housewife show. Shameless, not bad. Rectify, I know I've heard of it. I think I've seen it. Don't know what I think about it. Glee, The Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants, just right, something new. Flesh and Blood for Hooper. The Sandman, which again I watched. The Witcher. These people sound perfect to write Tolkien, to direct a Tolkien thing. Fantastic work. Yep, all of you guys have at least worked on one thing before that was fantasy. Yep, just one. Quite literally, one of them has just got done doing fantasy work. But I'm bringing all this up because you know, but there's other things about this. But I thought, who all directed the last season? Well, first let's come down here real quick. In the second season, Brandstrom will be directing 4 episodes and will also serve as co-executive producer. Harmy and Hooper will both be directing 2 episodes each. Season 1 directors J.A. Bayon and Wayne Yip will not be returning for the second season. That's right, our 2 male directors won't be returning. So now we know that at least season 2 will have 8 episodes again. 8 episodes. And I took the time to come over here and take a look at who all directed what episodes. So, season 1, J.A. Bayon. Episode 1 was J.A. Bayon. Episode 2, J.A. Bayon. Episode 3, Adar. Wayne Chen Yip. Episode 4, The Great Wall. Wayne Chen Yip. Partings, episode 5, Wayne Chen Yip. You go down to, like they said, she only directed episode 6 and episode 7, Charlotte Brandstrom. And then we go to episode 8, Wayne Chi Yip. So, the majority of the show was directed by Wayne Chi Yip. 2 of the worst episodes were directed by her. And then J.A. Bayona, whatever, only did 2 episodes. So the men get to leave. The man who did the majority of the work in directing the show leaves. The other dude leaves, and they have to replace him with 2 ladies. Fantastic. And as we went through their credentials, because who knows, maybe they had decent credentials. No, their credentials all suck. 2 of them worked on The Witcher. 1 of them worked on last season of Rings of Power. 1 of them worked on Wheel of Time. This sounds wonderful. This sounds fantastic for season 2 of Rings of Power. And you know what? I can't wait to watch it, tear it apart, go on This Is Mordor Country with Adam, the Renaissance nerd, go on his show, hang out, have fun, and tear apart each and every last episode. And I'm going to point out which director did which this time, because I'm going to love it. If you liked the video, guys, please leave a comment down below. Are you excited for season 2 of Rings of Power? Because I'm sure I'm really excited now. If you liked it, leave a thumbs up, share it out with all your friends, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for every time I put out a new video and go live, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.